My name is rather uncharacteristic, even for a Hungarian name, but my office title is even more unique. Some would consider it to be strange, but I'm sure that you yourself and the viewers will not find it strange but meaningful. The title of our office is the State Secretariat for the Aid of Persecuted Christians. And you heard it right. This is not a church ministry. This is not a charity organization. This is one governmental department of the Hungarian Foreign Ministry. And that's because the Hungarian government, Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, and the leaders of the Hungarian government, around 8 years ago, recognized the same fact what President Trump voiced or mentioned at the last United Nations General Assembly in September. And that fact is that today Christianity is the most persecuted religious group. And by this is not a sweeping statement. This is not entering the race of victimhood. This is a facts based statement. By numbers, Christians are the most persecuted, discriminated, threatened, violated religious group in the world. According to some surveys, there are very few surveys made in this matter, but there are more than 380 million people in the world who are discriminated, threatened, attacked, persecuted innocently because they are followers of Jesus Christ. The Hungarian government recognized this in 2016, and immediately they have set up the first ever governmental unit in the world to support persecuted Christians. And right after that, a humanitarian aid program for them, which is called Hungary Helps Program. I have been leading this program for 8 years now.
8 years. So let me go back to something, and you said, because of Jesus Christ, we're persecuted. The most persecuted religion in the world today. Why is that? What's your sense as a Christian man, a Christian leader? What does it tell you that it's, Christians that are persecuted and not other religious groups? What singles us out? What's the why there?
Well, there is a very practical and also an ideological explanation to that. The practical part is plain statistics. Christianity is the largest religious group in the world currently, but also that means that Christians are that religious group who are also the most numerous living in minorities. So even though we are the largest religious group in the world, there are hundreds of millions of Christians who are living in their countries as minorities. The other one is that Christians hold their beliefs and their biblical values very strongly. And there are other ideals and movements who are opposing those values. Like what you have seen at the Hungarian airport when you arrive to Budapest airport, you will sign family-friendly Hungary. You will signs. There are many radical movements who are opposing these sort of values. For example, the woke movement in the West, but also Christianity, Christian people, but more importantly, Christian values are also targeted by radical extremist ideologies on the other part of in the other part of the world, such as jihadism or political Islamism. So I think these are the two main factors that main Christianity the most numerous persecuted religious group in the world.